K-pop Demon Hunters Haja Boys breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Last night, you spent 2 hours deciding what to wear to the party. This morning, it'll take you 2 minutes to list it on Depop and make your money back. Just grab your phone, snap a few photos, and we'll take care of the rest. The sheer dress and platform heels you'll never wear again? There's a birthday girl searching for them right now. Your one and done look is about to pay for your next night out. Or at least the ride home. Your style can make you cash. Start selling on Depop, where taste recognizes taste.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas, the prairie skies are wide and high. Deep in the heart of Texas. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to King of the Hill podcast.
Wow.
I am Mike, and he
is Rusty.
He's still rusty. Every single time he's rusty.
Still rusty. Yep.
So, Rusty, we skipped over the Easter week because we just could never coordinate it, and there was too much stuff going on.
Yeah, it was the Easter action. Yeah, it was a little holiday stuff.
We got Bobby Hill to fill in for us. He read us a couple of Easter stories, so that was real nice. But we're back at it. So we're at season 8, episode 19, or in the year of our Lord 8 ABE 15. So again, you take us out for 1 week, and this is what happens. Well, this is what we're going to do. So it is season 8, episode 19, or in the year of our Lord 8 ABE 15, and the title of the episode is Hank's Back. Originally aired May 9th, 2004. You got
so we're kind of close to the time frame that we are in right now.
Yeah,
it's like May 9th would be a month from the recording date of this episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I got a little bit about the director, I guess, is it the director?
Okay.
And the writers. So the director is Robin Brigstock, and Robin worked on quite a few things that I like personally. A lot of animated stuff, but there was a TV movie in the 90s called The Magic Paintbrush. Worked on 13 episodes of Starla and the Jewel Riders. That's not like a favorite of mine or anything, but that was a cartoon.
Just can't stop Rusty from talking about those Jewel Riders. You just can't stop
it. And worked on Extreme Dinosaurs, which was a cartoon of back in the day or whatever.
That had to be like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ripoff.
Probably so.
Yeah.
So
actually, Valley.
One of the writers of this episode, there's 2 writers. There's Gregory Thompson and there's Aaron Abrams. Well, Aaron Abrams is no longer with us. He died at 50. He was born in February of 1960 and died on Christmas of 2010. Died in Hawaii. But he worked on Everybody Hates Chris, Grounded for Life, King of the Hill, Glenn Martin, DDS. Everybody Hates Chris again. We have a Everybody Hates Chris connection. Our buddy Jay in California. He was one of the producers for that show.
Didn't Saladin Patterson work on that as well?
Maybe. I
Yeah.
think so. Maybe.
I think the guy who's the showrunner now worked on that show at some point.
That's possible, yeah.
That's the way I remember it anyway.
I don't see his name on anything for it. He might have had something to do with it. I'm not sure.
Blah 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 is here.
Oh well, welcome. And then yeah, so that's those two guys, Aaron Abrams, and Aaron Abrams worked on Third Rock from the Sun as well. That was a good show. So
That
I
was a
guess
good
that's where he met Gregory Thompson. So I imagine Aaron Abrams and Gregory Thompson were a team of writers who were friends. So Third Rock from the Sun, Big Wolf on Campus, Grounded for Life, Everybody Hates Chris Again. It says nearly all of the aforementioned work with fellow producer and writer Aaron Abrams. So
They were a
I imagine
team.
they were a duo, yeah. And
Hmm.
right now, Gregory Thompson is a writer and consulting producer for Bob's Burgers.
Oh wow. I guess once you
Yeah.
go to that adult animation world, you just kind of stay.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you know at that point. It's kind of like F. They use him to help polish pilots to put pilots on TV,
Yeah.
and whatever you're good at, you're good at, and
Yeah.
that's where you'll thrive at. Like Saladin Patterson is great at situational comedy,
Yeah.
and he was I think he ran the entire run, if not most of the run of The Big Bang Theory.
Hmm.
He was the showrunner for that, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. Well, he's a talented guy, and he's running the new stuff, and we're happy to have him because it turned out well.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it did really good. So I got a little bit of trivia, and then
Yeah.
I don't really have a whole lot for this. So this is the last episode where Brittany Murphy voices
Oh, really?
Melinda. So Melinda Garb.
Melinda. Gotcha.
Melinda Grab. So Melinda Grab is she's the Strickland employee. She's the female employee at Strickland
Yeah.
that kind of
She's
her
one
and
in
Peggy
Buck's
kind of
car.
favor each
Yeah.
other. Yeah. And the other is the title. So the title of this is Hank's Back, which is the title of this episode is a pun on the English predicative back and the literal back spine of the human. It may also be a callback to the title of a previous episode, Hank's Backstory, which is the episode of him sitting on his backbone.
Okay.
Because remember, there's the
Yeah.
diminished gluteal thing.
Yeah.
There's that
Yeah.
episode where he's
Where he
told
had
that
no
he has
ass.
to have the prosthetic booty.
Mhm.
And so this is kind of like a callback to maybe that again, I think. And then so what later on there'll be a Marshall Tucker band song, which
Marshall
will
Tucker band song.
yeah, heard it in a love song. Whenever Hank's back starts to feel better.
Oh, yeah. The one that the
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah. I would have forgot about it when we got to it, but yeah, so that's why I wanted to get that out. So there you go. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. Well,
Oh, that's
there's a lot
cool.
of voices too. So most of the voice actors in it is all voiced by people like Toby Huss, Pamela Adlon,
Yeah.
Stephen Root.
Stephen Root.
It's just pretty much all of the people who work on the show. Phil Hendry's one as well. Just mostly just the common people that work on it. The one that is unique on here though is the Yogi Victor
Yeah.
is voiced by Johnny Depp.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Especially when he goes or whatever he does. He does like the turkey call.
Yeah, whatever that turkey call thing that
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, so that is voiced by him. And then the insurance rep is voiced by Marg Helgenberger.
Oh, okay. She was big
I think
on
she got soap opera, right? Ryan's Hope or something like
Yeah,
that.
she
Wasn't
did
that
some
where she got her
soaps and stuff.
start?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I want to say she was on Species.
Okay.
It was Species, and then she was on Aaron Brockovich as well. The Species and Species 2, the movies,
Mm-hmm.
the sci-fi movies.
She
Yeah,
was
she
in
was
both of
on
those.
those.
Huh.
Yeah, she's in both of those.
Hey,
So
Snow Angel 110 says, "What's up, brother?" We just got to.
oh, that's my sister. Yeah, what's up?
There you go.
Yes, my sister.
Hello,
So yeah,
sister.
so yeah, and then she was in CSI Vegas as well, which I've never seen that. I guess that's one of the newest ones.
CSI
Which I
Vegas.
imagine, yeah, CSI Vegas. Yeah,
I thought
that's
CSI
like
Vegas was the one
a
where
few
he
years.
takes his glasses off. I thought that was
Nah, that's Florida.
was
That's
that
CSI
Miami or
Miami.
something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, man. There's too many of them. I can't keep up with them. All right. So this one, like you said, is called Hank's Back. It says Hank starts taking
Hank's
yoga
back.
classes after injuring his back at work, and Peggy bags groceries at a mom and pop store that's having a hard time competing against Megalomart. This is the second or third time we've seen the pink and white now.
Yeah.
All right. So we start off at Strickland, and it is extremely busy. Enrique goes back and looks at the thermometer, and he's he's worried about it. So he runs up, Hank, it's hot again. It's Indian summer. And so Hank says, okay, Joe Jack, your own spatulas. Enrique, accessories. If we get any more crowded, we'll go zone. So they've got this whole thing planned out when customers come in.
We'll go
Mad
zone.
a mad customer comes
That's
up holding a
funny.
tank and he goes, can I just get my tank filled? You know, I could do this on the internet for half the price. I mean, he's a real whiny turd. And then the lady's like, I've been here longer than him. And then the guy says, service means serve us. And Hank, I would get pissed off if somebody said that to me. But
I would too.
Hank's like, he's right. You know, I mean, he is anything for the customer, right? And so
I absolutely.
he tries to pick up both of those tanks at one time, right? And he's stuck. He gets stuck halfway down. He looks like an L, right? And the guy goes, great, you're taking a break. So I've got a small story real quick. I have had a bad back most of my life, and it's because I've mistreated my body 100% of my life.
Yeah.
But when I was, let's see, I used to have 3 little video stores that I ran, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I had one out in the Big Burger Robinson, and my daughter would have to come to work with me every day, and she was like 4, maybe, you know, not quite preschool kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so I built a little children's area in that place, and she would come and she'd play with her toys and watch movies, and that's where she ate her lunch, you know, and all this stuff, right? And so she always enjoyed going to the store with me, and I enjoyed having her there. But I had this thing in my back where I could bend down and I wouldn't feel it coming, and I just couldn't get up for like a day and a half, right?
Oh man.
So it would just lock in place just like this. It did that at the video store. And so my 4-year-old had to come run the cash register for about an hour and a half until I could get somebody there. She would sit up on a big chair and like beep, 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 you know, and punch the buttons and stuff. So
That's funny.
yeah, I always think about that because this is absolutely a real thing. You just get stuck, man. You just can't get back up. Those muscles tighten up. And
Yeah.
my problem
I've
was L4, L5. All the padding was gone, and so
Oh, okay.
the nerves there would go, pow, and then it would get these big knots in my back. But
Yeah,
I didn't know it was coming.
I have I like sciatica problems
Yeah.
sometimes, but I haven't had it in a long time, but it never really locked me up. It would just make it really hard to get up. Like, I would be able to get up. It would just, 'cause, I mean, it was only nerve related,
Yeah.
but it would shoot down all the way from, like, the top of my, like, ass cheek all the way down to the heel of
Oh
my
yeah.
foot,
Oh yeah.
and it would, like, lock my leg up kinda, like,
Yeah.
it would affect my leg more than it would affect my back. I mean, my back would hurt, but it would, like, lock my whole leg up kinda
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It's those
Yeah.
muscles, man. They just decide to lock up, and they're just like, you're not going anywhere, buddy.
Yeah.
So he gets kind of locked there. The customer's pissed off. A little bit later, we're at the West Arlen Medical Center, and the doctor's looking at the X-rays, and he goes, "Well, this all looks normal." He goes, "Normal? I spent all day at work, bent over like an L. Good posture is one of the salesman's most potent weapons." He goes, "I'm sorry, Mr. Hill. I understand it's painful, but soft tissue injury just doesn't show up on film." He goes, "Huh? So how do you fix it?" He says, well, there's really nothing I can do. What your back needs is rest. Just have your office send over your workers' compensation forms and I'll sign off on them. He goes, workers' comp? Do I look like a hobo to you? No, sir. I'm not going on welfare. It's Indian summer. Like that's supposed to mean anything to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know what that even means.
He says, it's Indian summer. He goes, well, if you insist on working, I'll write you a prescription for pain medication. He goes, whoa there, Dr. Feelgood. I work at a propane dealership, not Woodstock. I don't.
Oh, okay.
He works at Woodstock.
So an Indian summer is an actual thing. So
It's like a hot
apparently
flash, right? Like it's
it's around October, November, and it's after the first frost.
yeah.
So an Indian summer would be like a hot autumn,
We've had
like
that over and
a
over
hot
here.
flash in autumn.
Over and
We
over
live
this
in
year.
we live in an Indian
Boy,
summer.
you're not kidding. You're not kidding.
And then we live in a Saharan summer, and then we live in a very hot summer. Like, I
Then we
imagine
live in
this
a
summer is going to
slightly
be
cool
even
place for a
hotter.
little while.
Yeah.
The doctor say, he goes, well, Dr. Feelgood, I don't want your painkillers. He goes, but I'm sorry, all Western medicine can really offer you are drugs and nothing. Boy, he's right about that. But some people have had good luck with yoga. I hear there's a studio over in McManorberry. He goes, yoga? Isn't that a cult? He goes, no, that group that rented the space before that was a cult. That's probably what you're thinking of, which I think is that's a good
That
joke.
is good.
Because that's a joke that can be just completely flat. You don't have to put any emphasis on it or anything. Hank says, so those are my choices: workers' comp, drugs, or yoga. He tries to get his pants on. He goes, I hate to ask you this, but I'm gonna need some help putting my pants back on. So your sister says there's also Indian Summer Song by Brooks and Dunn.
Oh yeah, there is actually.
So now we go over to Pink and White, which is the grocery store, which I think is Piggly Wiggly, but in Arlen. And Peggy is checking out. Now the girl is putting stuff in the bag, and Peggy stops and says, listen, I hope I'm not being fussy. Actually, I know I'm not. But you put my canned tomatoes on top of my bread and my chicken right next to my bleach. And the girl's like, so? She says, so I think my family deserves better than poisoned chicken sandwiches and crushed bread. So the girl gets on the mic and she's like, manager on 4, please. Guy comes over and goes, oh, forget the ID, Mandy. Just sell her the cigarettes. So that's usually what his thing is. And then she goes, this lady's got some deal about chicken or the bag or something. He goes, Peggy, do I know who this lady is? This is Peggy Platter, the greatest bagger in Pink and White ever saw. She goes, I'm Peggy Hill now, but I think I still remember which end the food goes into. And she just snaps these 2 bags open real quick. I've seen baggers do that before, where they take the paper bags and there's what, and they have
You
2
know what?
open.
I got a deep revelation right here.
Yeah.
So maybe that Peggy's calling in life was really grocer. You know what I mean? Maybe that was her calling, is to work her way up through the hierarchy inside of a grocery store instead of being a substitute teacher.
She'd be a great grocery store manager. Like she could snap a whip and feel important and all that.
Yeah, and no, I think it would be perfect.
Touch everybody's food.
I don't think she got to live her best life. I think she could have been.
True.
She could have been the best grocer in Arlen.
So Peggy and the manager, they're in the freezer, where the juice and the milk and all that stuff. I guess you call it a walk-in freezer. She's got a coat on because she's cold. She goes, woo, it's been a long time since I was on the side of the dairy case. Those were the days, huh, Pete? He goes, yeah, me cutting my teeth in produce and you anchoring check stand 3, regular dream team. I know you got fresher milk back there. Put it out. Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
He says, ever since Megalomart started selling groceries, all folks want is low prices, convenient parking, and a huge selection. I can't compete. Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of it. Peggy's like, yes, you can, with great old-fashioned service, the kind I used to deliver. He goes, Peggy, are you saying? She goes, no, I'm not saying. I'm bagging. Pete, fire up your label maker. I'm going to need a name tag. So she's going to, again, with Peggy, it is.
Is she bagging for free, or are they going to make her?
I guess she's bagging for free.
W4.
No, I think she's bagging for free. And I love the snap decisions she makes too. Those are so good. All right, so Hank, it kind of sneaks
fire up the label maker.
I need a name tag. Hank's kind of sneaks into the yoga studio. He's still bent over like an L, and we hear the yogi, who you said was played by Johnny Depp, say, "Relax, I'm going to move the energy from your thighs to your buttocks now." And he's saying this to a girl, right? And then the guy says, "Hey, is my back straight?" He goes, "Face the wall." Like he's the only thing he's really worried about is straightening up these girls in the yoga pants.
Yeah.
Hank goes up to him. He goes, "Hello, I was wondering." And again, he's like this the whole time. He's been over the whole time. He says, "Hello, I was wondering if yoga can help my back because it hurts." Like the guy like bends over and sticks his head over his feet and all that stuff. He goes, "Huh?" He goes, "Let me tell you a story. Once I was like you, skeptical, nearsighted, paunchy. Then I met a paunchy. Then I met a special friend. This glorious friend took me to places I thought I'd never." Excuse me, but is this one of those stories where the special friend of yours turns out to be yoga? I mean, I think that's a good stop, Hank.
That is
That's
a good stop.
a good stop.
That's great.
He goes, "What time do you evacuate your bowels?" He goes, "What?" You know, "There's only one right answer, between 4 and 6 in the morning." He goes, "Well, this is a great way to spend a lunch hour." He goes, "Lunch is one of the worst things you can do for yourself," as Hank is walking out. So now we're in the hey baby T, what's up? We are in the alley with
What's
all
up,
four.
baby T?
We got all four guys. Hank bent over again like an L. Bobby's kind of riding his bike up and down the street. He goes, "Dad, I learned how to do a wheelie. Watch." And Hank's like trying to look up. He's all bent and he can't really look up. And he goes, "Pretty impressive, son. Extreme." I love that. Pretty impressive, son.
Extreme. Yeah, I like the extreme part of that. Yeah.
And then he looks, he kind of goes over to Dale and goes, "Oh, how was it?" He goes, "Crap, wheelie."
Crap wheelie.
He just can't give anybody
Dale's
a
an
break.
asshole.
He goes, "Dad, you look like that old man we hate getting behind in the buffet line at Luli's." "Yeah, I just got a little knot in my back. It's nothing." He goes, "Have you tried walking it off?" He tried walking
That's
it off.
funny. Take a salt
Yeah.
tablet.
That's right. He goes, "That's great advice, Bobby. I'll finish up here, then I'll walk it off a little later." Bobby rides off and he goes, "I didn't want to tell Bobby this, but I spent all morning trying to walk it off," which I think is so. The first thing he does is he tries to walk it off, rub dirt in it, or take a salt tablet, because that's really all he's been taught.
That's all you can do. Yeah.
What was that coach's name?
Sours.
Sours. There you go. Because I tried to walk it off. Dale standing next to him. "I guess we're getting old. I used to be able to pull my thumb back this far without it hurting. Now when I do it, it hurts." He does it anyway. Like he pulls his thumb back anyway.
Yeah. He doesn't make any sense.
Hank is "It was easier back in high school when you didn't feel so great. Coach Sowers would just give you some of those go pills and you felt like you could take on the Dallas Cowboys." So am I to understand that these kids were taking speed?
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine that's what go pills are.
That's wonderful.
That's wild,
Boom,
man.
boom hour. Man, ain't talking about them dang old go pill, man. Talking about them old horse crank. Touch
Dang old
horse
crank,
crank. Bill says, "Yeah, coach's special vitamins really did the trick. I broke my leg going for a touchdown. I didn't realize it for 2 days. It took 7 police officers to get me into that ambulance." Jared Reed, hello. So everybody's taking the horse crank, which is wonderful.
That's crazy.
Hank says, "Well, I may not have the go pills, but I have something else that's going to get me through this thing. My work ethic." And Dale says, Here." He sets his can on Hank's back because he's all bent over like he's a can holder. He goes, "Oh, fine. I'll use a coaster." Now we transition over to Strickland. Hank comes out of the back, bent over with important orders for everybody who works there. He says, "Okay, big day today, folks. Joe Jack, get those tanks polished. Donna, where are those POs I asked for?" And all you can see are their shoes. And she goes, "I'm Melinda." He goes, "Oh, sorry. The new shoes threw me." He's and then another guy's standing there. And I don't think we've ever heard from this guy. Do you have any idea who plays this guy?
No,
Because I don't even.
I
He's
don't.
probably not even credited because it's just somebody else, right? He goes, "Maybe you should just go home." He goes, "What are you talking about? Brown shoes? I'm fine. I'm just going to go over, move this over there." And so he grabs onto one of the grills and kind of uses it as a walker, to get across the room.
Yeah.
We're back at the pink and white. Peggy is bagging. There's a sign in the window that said Peggy is back. And she says, and now for the test. And she has a bag full of groceries. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody do this, but they fill up a bag full of groceries, then they cut the sides of it, and the bag lays down, but
No,
the
I've never
groceries
seen
stay.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing trick, but nobody wants to see it when they're trying to buy groceries. So she cuts it and it stands up. She goes, I'm ready, Chet. Open the line. Paper or plastic, she says to the first one. She goes, plastic. She goes, that was a rhetorical question. And she just bags it real quick. So she asks them paper or plastic and then gives them paper no matter what. All right. So we're in the kitchen with Hank. He's still in big pain. Peggy comes in and says, Hank, I had the most amazing day. Maybe good bagging doesn't save lives, but I'd like to see a heart surgeon pack a watermelon and a light bulb in the same bag. Yeah, you're a heart surgeon, all right, Peggy.
That's crazy. That's a crazy comparison.
Hank comes up or Hank's still bent over. He goes, yeah, could you open this freezer for me? I got it started. And she says, Hank, this is ridiculous. You're going to file for workers' comp and lie around the house until you're healthy. He goes, no, what kind of message am I sending Bobby if I get paid for laying around doing nothing? They look over and Bobby's on the couch in there and he throws the TV guide at the TV to try to get it to change channel. It goes to the Spanish channel. Then he sees a pillow over here. He tries to reach for it and it's just too far. He's just being lazy as crap. He's got the chips all over him, just like always. Peggy says, maybe you're right. Now we go to Strickland. Hank is still bent over. And then Joe Jack comes up to him and goes, how's your back, honey? He goes, great, Joe Jack. How's your gambling problem? I mean, that's the first time I've seen Hank really like snap at somebody, you know? He snaps at Joe Jack and just says, how's your gambling problem? And so Joe Jack leaves. You know, oh, I'm sorry, Joe Jack. I'm just a little under. He didn't even realize that Joe Jack has left. Buck walks up behind him. Hank, I can't have my salespeople all hunched over talking to themselves. Ain't good for business. Give any thought to going on that workers' comp? He goes, rest easy, Mr. Strickland. That's not going to happen. He goes, whoa, slow down, old top. If you go on workers' comp, I can have Joe Jack's cousin fill in for you half the pay and still have half to buy my new lady some studio time. He goes, Mr. Strickland. Wow. Yeah, that's all he's worried about. Mr. Strickland, as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to do my job. Now, if you excuse me, sir, I have some new tongs that need displaying. He can't quite reach them because he's all stuck. And then he falls. He falls down. Everybody in the office sees it. And he goes, I'm okay. He's still on the floor. He goes, I'm okay. Enrique, could you hand me one of those workers' comps forms and a pen? He goes, well, never mind. There's a bunch under the desk. And he starts signing his forms. And that is our first commercial break. We will take that and we will be
right back.
There it is.
Join the Daily High Club, the premier destination for glass water pipes, vaporizers, and accessories. Since 2015, we've sold over 1 million quality products and teamed up with legends like Snoop Dogg and Tommy Chong. Ready to elevate your smoking game? Visit dailyhighclub.com for our El Primo subscription box or shop unique pieces today.
Discover the world of luxury sex toys at Luxury Toy X and indulge in the ultimate pleasure experience. For years, we have been dedicated to the belief that sexuality and wellness are essential components of a happy and healthy life. With over 70,000 satisfied customers, we take pride in our ability to provide products that enhance your sexual well-being. Join our community of satisfied customers and unlock a world of pleasure and self-discovery. Visit luxurytoyx.com today.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I'm Hunter, the founder of Hello Cake, and today we're digging into ED meds. The #1 thing we hear is that guys are sick of waiting for ED meds to kick in. Traditional ED meds take about an hour to kick in as they have to go through your digestive system, where Hello Cake's ED medication dissolves under your tongue and works in about 15 minutes. That's about 3 times faster than traditional ED medication. Curious about ED meds? Go to hellocake.com.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Baby girl, were you staring at me? You know that's not convincing, right? Try again. Well, you shouldn't just be staring then. You should taste.
I miss your presence, your laughter.
I miss your presence, your laughter. I miss your creepiness. Come stare at me. All right, so that is our first. We came back from our first commercial break, and we are in the Button Gwinnett Insurance Company.
Yes.
And so this is the insurance lady talking to everybody, or talking to Hank. She goes, so what are we looking at here? Slip and fall, carpal tunnel? Oh, here it is. Lifted 2 propane tanks at once. He goes, yeah, I almost wrote temporary insanity. Boy, a lot of paperwork, huh? She goes, it's half my job. Other half is exposing fakers. A little foreshadowing.
This is Mark Helgenberger as well.
A little foreshadowing for you there too, right? She exposes
Yeah,
fakers.
absolutely, yeah.
He goes, why would anybody fake it? I love the look on a customer's face when I top off the propane tank. The government can't send me that kind of satisfaction in the mail. She goes, Mr. Hill, you can take it down a notch. Okay, you need to see a doctor. Because I already saw a doctor. He goes, just for fun, see our doctor. So he goes in there, and their doctor says, there's nothing here, but you say that you can't straighten up? Well, maybe the first thing we should look at, bam, and he drops a book on the floor. And Hank's like, what did you do that for? He goes, it slipped. As I was saying, back injuries vary. I've found the best course of treatment. Bam! And drops another book on the floor. Hank's like, what the god dang? He goes, oh, well played, Mr. Hill. It's my medical opinion that you might not be faking. Go home and wait for your check. He goes, well, aren't you going to help me out? I don't want to check. I just want to get back to work. He said, I already said, well played, Mr. Hill. And he throws a ball at his head just to see if he'll catch it or not. All right, so Hank leaves. He's still hunched over. And there's another doctor out in the hall who catches him on his way out. He's like, back trouble? You look like you could use a second opinion. Torn cartilage hernia, stress trauma. Okay, we're going to need a lot more x-rays. I mean, this guy seems like he's a little amped up on something.
Oh, super amped up.
Hank says, more? I've had 40 goddamn x-rays in 2 days. He goes, well, nobody said making money was easy, Mr. Hill. Think of getting x-rays is your new job. Oh, and for your emotional distress, here's a number of a very sympathetic lawyer. He goes, accidente. Hey, this guy's on TV. The consultation is over. He leaves and crumples up the card, throws it on the ground. He leaves, and as soon as Hank leaves, the guy picks up the crumpled card and puts it back in his pocket. So you know this guy is top notch.
Oh, absolutely.
We are at the Pink and White again, and Peggy is bagging, and she goes, and you have a great day, you hear? And then she turns to somebody and she goes, bagging groceries has given me a strange window into people's lives. I put their secrets in a paper sack. I tell them to have a great day, but I'm not sure they do. And
she really goes deep into it. So she needs to write a book on the philosophy of grocery bagging.
I think that would be great. The guy who is the cashier, Chet, I believe, looks over at her and goes, I'm up to 3 beers on my lunch break. So, I mean, that's his big accomplishment. He's gotten up to 3 beers.
I like that. That's funny.
All right, now we're in the alley with all 4. Hank is laying on the ground. You hear, yep, mm-hmm. He goes, yep, all I want to do is go to work, and everybody's acting like I'm trying to pull off some kind of scam. Your shoe's untied, Bill. He goes, oh, how embarrassing. I thought I'd remove the laces from all these shoes. Like suicide watch. Boomhauer, yeah, man, you've been knocked down in prime, man. Just talking about like dang old Brian song, man. That part when they the dang old talking about hang in there and pick. And Bill says, you'll see, Hank, lying around the house all day isn't so bad. After a while, your couch and your TV will become your mother and your father. The couch is your mother. I don't know why is the couch your mother and the TV is your father? Know. Dale says, clearly, you're not even comfortable being a leech on the system. Slither into America's large intestines and clamp on, Hank. He goes, sorry, Dale. Sorry, Dale, but that's not for me. My first workers' comp check came today, and I didn't even want to open it. He goes, well, if you're determined to hold on to your blind prejudice against being a parasite, maybe you should go see John Redcorn. Nancy used to ask for his deep tissue massages and come home limp as a noodle.
Oh, no.
Bill goes, "Oh, Hank, you look lonely down there." He goes, "Bill." He goes, "Oh, sorry," because he's was going to get down on the ground with him for some reason. All right, the next thing we see, we're at John Redcorn's New Age Healing Center and tax-free cigarettes, which is just wonderful. And it honestly, I think he's upgraded because it looks like an old motel. Like it's 3 little motel room looking things. This woman is leaving. There's a tent set up in the back also, by the way. And he goes, and John Redcorn turns around and goes, "Hank?" He goes, "Funny story, John Redcorn. See, I'm in terrible pain." And that's his funny story, is that he's in terrible, terrible pain. All right, so we're inside and the music is on and the candles are lit and Hank's on the table. And he goes, "Yeah, so this is my first massage." He goes, "Put your face in the hole, Hank." He goes, "Can you make the lights any brighter?" "That's as bright as they go." "Is this Luther Vandross playing?" He goes, "Teddy Pendergrass." "Can you turn it off?" He goes, "No, it's wired to the lights. It's wired to the lights."
That's funny.
You see John Redcorn, he's putting the stuff on his hands and he goes, "Ooh, I guess I'll get started." And he's got like this, look on his face, right? And Hank goes, "Yeah, I was also thinking about yoga." He goes, "Oh, that's great. Do it, man. Forget about the massage." Like he doesn't, he has, number one, he has no idea how to give a massage because that's not what he really does. And then number two, he does not want to touch Hank at all,
Not at all. Yeah, no, he's highly uncomfortable.
So we're back at the yoga spot. We hear Johnny Depp say, "Oh, look who's come crawling back. Hank, why does your yoga mat say welcome?" Because he brings in just a welcome mat from the front of your house. He goes, "Because where I get my mats, they don't sell yoga mats." So Johnny Depp says, and let's get started with Pravamuktasanya. There's no way I said that correctly, but
I'm
going to take the time to do it.
Yeah.
Hank says, "Oh, that's a funny name. Pravamuktasanya." And she goes, "It means the wind relieving pose." He goes, "Why do they call it that?" And then you just hear. So this pose allows you to fart out your troubles, I guess. And then the lady, or Johnny Depp, the yogi says, "Breathe through your feet. Draw the air from the floor through your ankles." That's perfect for Hank because he says, "Breathe through your feet." He goes, "Most men desire control. Yogis control desire." What a cheap ass saying that is. He goes, "Excuse me, Victor, Vic, Yogi, Victor." He goes, "Oh, yes." Like he heard him the whole time, but until he said Yogi Victor, he wouldn't turn around. He goes, "We've been doing these stretches for about a half hour. When do we start the yoga?" He goes, "Hank, do you tell your blood to start moving through your veins or the air to start filling your lungs?" You probably do. He goes, "Vince Lombardi won 5 championships without ever using sarcasm. He just yelled and shoved people. Till you learn how to do that, I'm out of here." Wait, hey, I'm bending. Son of a gun. It's working. It's not working. It is. So Hank is standing up now. He's able to walk. He's feeling good about it. He's walking home. And he's walking down the street. But I'm sorry. This is before he starts doing a little bit more of the yoga because he's starting to believe in it. The yogi walks by and goes, "This is the first time I've ever been disgusted by the human body." Looking at Hank, which is rough. And then later on, he says, "As you breathe in this pose, remember I have a new relaxation tape of me making ocean noises. And Friday night, my band will be performing at the Pita Pocket on Wimberley Road." Hank's just like, "Hey, the pain is gone. I'm better. I can finally quit this nonsense." He goes, "You can't leave. One can't you leave yoga, Hank?" And he goes, Yeah. Everything is one way, then it's the opposite. Got to go." And he just takes off. He's walking down the street, and man, he sees an old lady. He gives her a flower. He stops and does a chin up on the chair on the tree outside. He sees Bobby on his bike. He gets on Bobby's bike, does wheelies down the street. I mean, he is feeling good. This is the first time in a week or so that he's been able to stand up, feel good, walk around. He is at the Pink and White, and Peggy says, "I saw a man and a woman buying the same kind of soup, and I introduced them. Maybe I can even find someone for you, Pete." He goes, "Heck, who'd want a 40-year-old supermarket manager?" She goes, "Good point." Peggy is an asshole. Peggy is an asshole.
She hit him with an arrow
She
right
goes,
in the neck. Yeah, she picked
Hank
him out.
comes in. He goes, Peggy, my back's all better. Yep, that yoga mumbo jumbo almost drove me crazy, but you can't argue with this. And he picks up Peggy and spins her around, and then gets on the cart and is like wheeling around. She goes, "Where are you going?" He goes, "To work." "Oh, dang it, it's already 5 o'clock. I wonder if I'll be able to sleep tonight. God, I feel great." And then we go outside and we see that fraud lawyer. She's in her car with a big wide angle
she's trying to
lens
pick
on her
up
camera.
Peggy.
Yep. She takes a couple of pictures of Hank riding around and being all crazy. And she goes, "Say fraud." And then she starts taking pictures. And that is our second commercial break. We'll take that and we'll be
right back.
There it is.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Tervis is all about staying hydrated. Each product is built to last and comes in endless designs to match your personality. Stay refreshed and express yourself with Tervis. Visit tervis.com today and find your perfect tumbler.
Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com. Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
Hey, I want to take just a second to talk about how great our fans are, our listeners.
Yeah.
We got Baby T over here who's been commenting. I just haven't seen it, but one, I just want to thank him so much for supporting the Daily High Club. Thank you very much. Waiting for your order to get there. And then the only thing I can think about when I see that is it has to be the "Hey, baby girl, you looking at me?" That ad, right? It's got to be that.
That's the one. Yeah.
And then, of course, the old standby, "Fuck you, Peggy." So there's that. Thanks for being here, Baby T. We really appreciate it, bud. Okay, so we're back from the commercial. We are in the let's see. We're in the Hill House, and Peggy is bagging up lunch. And she's doing it like she's bagging again. And Hank says, "I'm going to leave a little early. Pick up it's good to be back cake for the gang." Because he's still feeling great, you know. And then he goes to the door. He opens it up and he goes, because that fraud lawyer is just standing there at his door. And she goes, "Feeling better, Mr. Hill?"
She's ready to hit him with the gotcha.
She goes, "I knew you were a fraud from the get-go." He goes, "Fraud? What? No, I've only been better a few hours." She goes, "Sure, let me guess, you were just on your way to work." He goes, "Yeah, I was. Look at my shirt." She goes, "Oh, please, my teenage daughter has a work shirt that says Hank." "Mr. Hill, the law takes a very dim view of workers' comp fraud." He goes, "Oh, God, I love this. Oh, God, are we talking about the Bunko Squad?" The Bunko Squad.
The Bunko Squad. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what a Bunko Squad is?
Never heard that one.
If I'm thinking about it correctly, It is the people that would go after like scams and tricks and fraudsters and snake oil salesmen and things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, so here you go, I just looked it up. So, you've got a specialized police unit, otherwise known as a fraud squad.
Yeah.
Uh, it's also a movie called The Bunko Squad, a 1950 film noir.
The Bunko Squad. He goes, "Oh
The
God,
Bunko Squad.
are we talking about the Bunko Squad?" She goes, "I'll see you at the fraud inquiry. Feel free to wear the shirt." So now we're back at Strickland. Buck is outside getting in car with that blonde, and he goes, "I'd love to help you, Hank, but yon." He goes, "Mr. Strickland." He goes, "I know you're telling the truth, but when I get on the stand, I get nasty habit of incriminating myself. We can't have us both in the pokey." We've had Bunko Squad and pokey within the last minute.
Yeah,
Um,
two police
two
terms.
very antiquated phrases. Hank says, "Well, what about Team Strickland?" He goes, "Yeah, I never understood what you meant by that, Hank. Now I need to get Jasmine to the studio. I got a record to produce. Put out that cigarette," he says to Jasmine. "You're gonna hurt your pipes," and he just takes off. So he's a music producer also.
Yes.
Something tells me he bought her some time at the record studio because Hank did his workers' comp. Now we're in the alley with all four guys.
Ooh.
Hank says, "I was going crazy when I was out of work for a week. Now I could be out of propane forever. Who's going to hire a guy convicted of fraud?" Dale, of course. "Oh, I'll hire you, Hank. I can always use a convict to blame my shoddy work on." Now we're
What
at
an
the
ass.
no kidding. Now we're at the State of Texas Workers' Comp Fraud Inquiry Board. This is something
I
Hank
was
is
on
not.
workman's comp for 10 months.
You were because of
If you remember that,
because of
yeah.
your elbow and all that other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you were moving wine around, right?
Yeah, it took a long time to get off of that.
Look at Baby T. He's full of piss and vinegar this morning. Now it's fuck off Dale.
Hell yeah. Fuck
He
off,
wants to-
Dale.
just fuck off, all of them. All right, so we're in the alley, and he goes, "I could use a convict." Now, State of Texas Workers' Comp Fraud Inquiry Board. He goes, "Mr. Hill, workers' comp fraud is a very big problem in this state. You know how many male men slipped on ice last year? 412. You know how much ice we got in Texas? None." He goes, "Mr. Chairman, I know you see me as a cheat and a fraud, but back when I played football at Arlen High, I called a penalty on myself for illegal motion." The guy kind of perks up. He goes, "You played for Arlen?" He goes, "Yep, running back. Would have probably won state if our special teams and my ankle hadn't broken down." The guy says, "Oh, I played for Arlen too, class of 75. I was one of the Sacktastic Four." He goes, "Wait, you're the one who yelled it's clobbering time?" He goes, "Mr. Hill, you seem like a decent guy, and I'd really like to believe you, but you don't have pictures. This lady has pictures." That's literally what it comes down to sometimes. This lady has pictures. You don't have any pictures. I like pictures.
Yeah, no
don't wanna read.
pictures.
Hank says, "She took those after I did my yoga." He goes, "You did yoga? Are you sure you played American football, not soccer?" He goes, No. I hate soccer. I just went to that place because, Mr. Chairman, if it pleases the fraud hearing, I'd like to call a surprise witness." And then Johnny Depp comes in, the yogi, and he goes, "Wow." No, the guy says, "Wow, we've never had one of those." So Johnny Depp, the yogi, comes in. He's in a one-piece singlet. He looks like an 80s magician, maybe, or something. The guy comes, he goes,
Definitely something.
This room has awful energy. Now, which of you doubts my powers?" I'm not sure that he has powers. Does he have special powers, you think? Or is that just a yogi power? He goes, you. He goes, "Oh, calm down, fella." This is one of the board members talking to him. "Calm down, little fella. Your powers aren't under investigation here and now. Could you please tell us about Mr. Hill's rehabilitation?" He goes, "Well, I can attest that he came to class complaining of debilitating back pain, attended 3 classes, and he left. He bought no merchandise and complained about the incense." He goes, "Okay, for the record, could you explain the nature of your yoga treatment?" He goes, "I could try, but how could you put this into the record?" He does the weird stuff. He goes to the reporter to hit on her. And that's when he says that. He's like, "I could try, but how could you put this into a record?" And starts like caressing her aura. And the main guy is like, "Mr. Hill, this guy is not helping your case." He goes, "Well, exactly. Let me ask you, would a healthy person would voluntarily spend 5 minutes with this joker? If I wasn't in horrible pain, wouldn't I have kicked this guy's ass?" He goes, "We find for Hank Hill." He goes, "Oh, congratulations." He goes, "Oh, thank God." And then the other guy comes up, goes, why are you rewarding this man for abandoning the yoga way? Look at him. He's drenched from his back muscles down to his inner eyes, clenched. He says, you can't deny he's
Clinch.
hurt. He goes, is that true, Mr. Hill? Are you still experiencing any pain? He goes, well, just an occasional twinge. He goes, I'm sorry, Mr. Hill. We can't have, we can't risk you having a relapse. You're going to have to continue your treatment. He goes, I demand you buy a tank top, says Johnny Depp.
That's hilarious.
We go back over to the pink and white because we're going to wrap
it's
this.
funny that he took him like that. He's like the official treatment is the yogi.
Mm-hmm. So we go back over to the pink and white because we're going to wrap that story up. Peggy says, I just had the most brilliant idea. As a promotion, I could compete against some sort of bagging machine, a Russian bagging machine. The manager looks at her and goes, I don't know.
Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know, that is that's a tongue-in-cheek thing. She's referring to so the very first it was a Russian computer it was I'm trying to remember it was it was like the Soviet era. There was a guy named Mikhail Botchnevic or something like that who was this crazy good chess player,
Yeah.
and he was the guy who engineered the I want to say he engineered the algorithm or something for the actual first chess computer, and
I think he did. I think he helped with Deep Blue, which was the IBM computer that finally beat one of the big chess players.
Yeah.
The
I
first
think that's
time
what
in
it
history.
was. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was the Big Blue, but there was other ones too. There was one called I can't remember the name of it. I'm trying to remember the name.
What, the
I don't know.
computer?
I can't think of it. Yeah, well, there was like multiple. It was like M20. It was like an M20 computer or something like
Yeah.
that would determine trajectories. And he kind of like made it to where it would work for like chess or something. It was like some military computer that he turned in and make like some chess thing or something like that. The one that you're talking about is like microcomputers, like the microcomputer era. Because
Well, that
there was
first
one
one
in
was in the
the
big
70s
reel-to-reel stuff.
called
Yeah, the
Bell.
cards.
There was one called Bell in the 70s, and I think her ranking was like master level,
Mm.
so that which is like top 1% of chess players.
Sure.
I had a great uncle who was a master. He's the one that taught me how to play the chess.
I have played chess maybe 3 times in my life, and not a
I've
big
played a
fan.
lot. I like chess puzzles. I prefer chess puzzles.
A lot of people like it. All right, so we're back at the pink and white. We're going to wrap this up. Peggy says she wants to go against a Russian bagging machine. The manager says, I don't know if that's going to happen. Peggy, pink and white's going out of business. Turns out people really do care more about low prices than good bagging. She goes, oh, I can't believe it. He goes, the manager says, Chet and I got offers from Megalomart. Why don't you come with? She goes, not for me. Maybe in another 20 years, people will appreciate bagging again. He goes, sure doesn't look like it. She goes, and when they do, Peggy Hill will be ready. It's never
We
going to
might
be a
be the
thing.
only country in the world that has baggers, because in
Yeah.
Europe you bag your own groceries.
Never going to be a thing, Peggy. Never going to be a thing again. Now we're at Strickland, and Hank has gotten Enrique and Joe Jack to do yoga with him. He says, that jackass at the yoga center calls this one sun salutation, but I prefer modified Roger Staubach. And then Enrique goes, hey, Hank, I can feel it one with everything right now. Joe Jack says, I just felt my chakra open, honey. He goes, now we're going to move. Hank says, now we're going to move into something I call fertilizing the lawn. And we get our credits, and that's it.
There we
At
go.
the end, we hear Johnny Depp go, whatever that sound is he makes. That is the very end of season 8, episode
The
19,
end.
Hank's Back. Originally aired May 9th, 2004. You want to tell them where they can find us?
They can find us at BWAAAKOTH on all social media. And if you listen to this on audio, go over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@BWAAAKOTH and go over there and give us a like and a subscribe and share with your friends.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. All you guys that were in chat today, Baby T, Jared Reed, Snow Angel, blah, 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 blah. And anybody else that I missed, we love you. We thank you so much for being here. And we'll be back on Friday with a that ain't. Oh man, Jared, it's our pleasure to do it, man. But we'll be back with a That Ain't Right Friday, and I believe that leaves us with
And
one
that's
thing left
it.
to say. What is that?
Oh, we Matanye.
Wimatanye, indeed, MFer.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.